much of my trust in you and I was so far away. I saw you holding lots of other guys and now you've got the nerve to say that you still want me. Well, that says maybe, but you gotta stand trial, because all the while I can see for miles and...
I saw the other day, I was just surfing the net and I stumbled across it and I was unaware of it. And the quote is, "Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just, and this be our motto, in God is our trust." You know what that's from? There's a line that follows it that says, "And the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave." That's the end of the fourth and final verse of the Star-Spangled Banner. Then conquer we must, when our cause it is just, and this be our motto, in God is our trust. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Make this your moment. Make this moment count. This moment will lead to much more significant moments.
How's everybody doing? All right. You hear a lot about change these days, don't you? Now there's change we can't avoid. There's change you just got to live with. Do we have any stock car fans out here? Chesterfield's own Denny Hamlin, any fans? Now stock car racing, who can tell me what stock car used to mean? A stock car, right? You take a stock car, it comes right off the factory line, you run it around the track, the fans can go down to the dealership on Monday, buy the same car, right? Is it that way anymore? No. Today's stock cars have about as many factory original parts on them as a Victoria's Secret lingerie model.
I don't know about you, but that scares the ever-loving heck out of me. So somehow come to the conclusion that those of us who believe in the Constitution, those of us who would invoke such radical ideas as liberty and individual responsibility are terrorists. Our federal government does more to defend themselves against their own citizenry than they do against the real terrorist. And they do nothing. Has already filed that suit. Ken Cuccinelli.
So I walked backstage and Ken Cuccinelli's there. Wow. They pulled out the big guns here. You don't mess around with Ken. Up next, it's my pleasure to introduce you to a guy who spoke at last year's Tea Party. He is such a weasel. He is such a... I'm going to end up working for this guy. I'm telling you now. I met this guy during the election night of 2008, that dreaded night. And he was working on the South Side, doing some polling and helping direct people on behalf of the conservative movement, talk radio world in general, and eventually fire me. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Whitworth!
How you doing, Richmond? You know, the weather's a lot different than it was last year, but the message is still the same. We're here to send a message to Washington that the American people will no longer stand idle.
I'm going to seek an attention because the American people are standing up for themselves and being counted. God bless you. I have 3 minutes, they tell me, so I'm going to get going. I want you to know that besides being on call and Uncle Tom, and other derogatory names, and the few in the community, that's okay. That doesn't bother me, but what bothers me is what's happening in Washington, D.C. A cancer-like sore has sprung up in Washington, and if we don't do something about it, then our nation will be lost.
I was a bit of a troublemaker growing up. I hung with the wrong sort of people. I was always looking for trouble. And I tried to change my life around, and then I realized I'm still surrounded by troublemakers. Look at all of you troublemakers, you rabble-rousers out there.
For coming out here to the rally.
This is for all you rabble-rousers.
You know, we're so far ahead, I don't care anymore.
See those signs and
So I've
flags?
invited a few of my buddies from Chicago. I hope you don't mind. I gotta catch up with my old friends who helped with my plan. It's gonna be fun being president man. I know guys that are crooks, I know guys who are mean, I know I'm gonna rob banks and let the sing. I gotta get ready, make everything right, cause all my radical friends are coming over tonight. Hey, what did you think? Did you think they had the party? Hey, this is my gang, and we're just getting started. We put the winch in the ground, John McCain's on ice, so all my radical friends are coming over tonight. Hold up there, Bill. Yeah, take it, Ron. Now when I ran with this, I had to look good, but all of my friends were scorned from the hood. So I said, "Here's and I just served on a board, and Resco accidentally bought the lot next door. Reverend Wright's church I never really did attend. I just joined it to work out in the gym. My wife can say anything if she wants to, but I don't complain, you racist, you." What did you think? Did you think they had the party? Hey, this is my gang, and we're just getting started. We put the pitch in the ground, John McCain's on ice, so all my radical friends are coming over tonight. Yeah, that's right. We're tight.
That's Paul Shanklin. Maybe you've heard him before on a little radio show called The Rush Limbaugh Show.